Mimo bibia ahama wakwaba edeba Cstv News at 24 esomrena so se sema etwegu omaimo manhodo so no yede ebedaimo se kase ne nsem no yenhwede ebedumu akotene wo eye inrada anase memende twemu chese NPP amanyoko no eto santene koto aba ewie chire no Dr. Bawumia ene edi kunim ewom afi sunungana ban ayese eye nobisco suapon wo behwe ayesi so ede ewo ho na afi su Mustafa bande so ede ababetu edwase seye ji wodibe ede efi wo sen wo amanyoko no enhyehyeye bi enso ewo ho weni nsem ahodo a obete ewo kase Saris Dream Jewelries Amsel Black Machinery and Black Manufacturing KS Rafime School Limited omo enamo sayase indewe ya de kase so ede ebe so mu ede ameje so ene mame ama bafua mayenda yehusimambra Medase okoya be fideti taiso on Facebook no Cstv kwa like share na fi for adwenture so eto asemi pem no ye be kenkan ni na ede amawe de ameje so eye maame ama bafua na unimi se opepa ne bosmida na eto so eduasa ba ko wa fempinu ene eduonu ensia na chese NPP amanyekuo no yi manfo be se enum se wo pre se abenwa no won so betimi akọ ebi na meka say amanyoku anasa abano eko ne wie Dr. Bawumia na chese onya presidency no ndiye.
On behalf of the Electoral Commission of Ghana, headed by Mrs. J. Mensah, we are hereby declare the results for the New Patriotic Party presidential primaries. I must give thanks to the Ghana Police Service for giving adequate security to ensure transparent, free, and fair elections. 196,462 votes were cast. Out of these votes, 561 were ballots rejected. Ken Ohine Japan obtained 46,554, representing 23.76%. Brian Echampon obtained 36,303, representing 18.53%. Bahama Bawumia obtained 110,643, representing 56.48%. Yao Osai Educhum obtained 1,999, representing 1.02%. Fabina J. Ejapon had 402 votes, representing 0.21%. The New Patriotic Party constitution indicates that for a candidate to be elected presidential candidate, that person must obtain more than 50% of the valid votes cast. On the basis of this result, Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia obtained 56.48%. Therefore, Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia has been duly elected presidential candidate for the Patriotic Party for 2028 election. Thank you very much.
Yamawakwaba, Ediba Ansel Company Limited. So who pay blocks machines ya papa. None bonso assign edda from dia. Any na enwani Ansel Company Limited. Your conveyor blocks machines, hydraulic blocks machines, pallet, any blocks machines in one session in and nothing so. Blocks machines are who draw opening in a bin so ever. To show your chap in a year. There was Spinters Road 18 Junction. Yani KFC Dino and a dish anymore. Frey, it was 05,240 and I say 0540-725850. Ansel, blocks machines in Papa Efie.
March 21. My Samo Bibia Aquaba Bio Namode Ebeche as if ye and I just say a ye a true man na Dr. Baumia or Brache say is in penny for a bonny din every year and I just so penny a day in some and no deserve a day to a jar which will say what that one just a water something a coto about a day no so one dinner a manucono and nemo na fin pinoni a diono a watchano so obet me a him franca a day ama NPP a manucono.
Your Excellency, the former President, Leonardo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Acting Chairman of the Party, the General Secretary, distinguished members of the Council of Elders, honorable members of Parliament, our Minority Leader, our hard-working national, regional, and constituency executives, electoral area coordinators, polling station executives, former flag bearer aspirants, fellow Kukradites, ladies and gentlemen. I want to start by thanking God Almighty for making this day possible. I also want to thank all the tens of thousands of delegates who voted in today's election. Officials of the EC, security agencies, the Presidential Election Committee, the media, and the generality of the Ghanaian people. Your vote, your work, your coverage, and your general following have all contributed to getting us thus far. All true and committed members of the great MPP need to embrace this civilized and time-tested way of selecting flag bearers, the media, and the generality of the Ghanaian people. Your vote, your work, your coverage, and your general following have all contributed to getting us thus far. All true and committed members of the great MPP need to embrace this civilized and time-tested way of selecting flag bearers. Political parties are assemblies of like-minded people. Once we may believe that our ideas are the best, we should be prepared to accept that there might be other ideas that may serve the larger interests of the party. As it is often said, after competition comes cooperation, and our expectation that all party members will apply themselves to this principle. It cannot be the case that one's support for the party is maintained only when those we support lead. I want to stand on this energy to make a passionate appeal to all members of the great MPP to let go of whatever reservations they have and come together. We need every idea, every voice, and every piece of advice to help us preserve and protect a proud tradition bequeathed to us by our forebears.
Na penny baako a na wɔhwɛ anim sɛ ɛyɛ amanyɔkuo no betumi ehim franka ɛde ama wɔn ɛyɛ Kennedy Japan ndɛ wɔde nsɛm ato dwa wɔkyerɛ mu ɛsɛ ɛwɔ sɛ amanyɔkuo no amanyɔkuo mba no wɔtumi ɛka wɔ ho ɛbɔmu na afei so no afimpinu ne eduonu ɛwɔ twe abato a ɛbɛkɔ no NPP amanyɔkuo no nso betumi enya benwa no edi.
To pledge my support, also to accept the results declared by EC. The delegates have spoken, and I want to plead with my supporters that they should stay calm and respect the results and help all of us work together to win 2029 or 2028 election. I want to advise my supporters. First, I want to thank you, but I advise that in election you can win and you can lose. So if you lose, you have to accept it in good faith. So let all of us throw our support to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the flag bearer. And all I say is, MPP, we need unity in the party. Unity comes with respect. We have to respect each other's views. That is all I want to say tonight. So congratulations to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and MPP. Thank you.
Na churofo penny kane churofo penny edema NPP amanyukro ono kraya na chese o hwe nim se betimi ato ne so aba se ne be obetimi ehim eye franka edema amanyukro no eye engineer kwabena Japan o chiremu ese wabra abato no ne nkenkan ene senia nkrofo anase mafo no ebobo aba no o se na aba no ne nso eni kra na emom no wo hwe se party mani na obeka wo ho abom na afimpinu ni eduonu ewotwe no betimi enya abenwa no.
I identify with all the sentiments expressed by my fellow aspirants. I also want to add that we have a wonderful opportunity to restore the values that animated the formation of this solid party, the NPP. We can be proud of our forebears, that our tradition is a tradition that is responsible for the sustenance of democracy in our country. And together we will unite, and I trust that we'll work hard, as we've always done in the past, right from the polling stations up to the top. Let's work together with a passion and a purpose for the people of Ghana. I am confident that we will earn the trust of Ghanaians, we will earn the confidence of Ghanaians, and in 2028, the elephant will be back. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you very much, Engineer from Nigeria, Japan.
Na dwemtreni ede ema electoral commission eye ma majin edikwe mensa and then so de asida PCA ede ama nkrofo numa nanka wo gina se yebetimi ato waso aba afi so wona chese wo hweye ma chese bambo mu senso etimi ede mu ande eye primary sa NPP amanyoko no ede hihye so no adwebra chese bibia so entimi anase bibia ato din a chese inde yetimi eye doctor Bawumia se ono anacheso ondi amayoko ni enimu enko eye afimpinu ni eduonu awotwe abato no.
Very, very well. And first of all, we'd like to thank the Lord God Almighty for, this smooth and seamless election. We'd also like to congratulate our staff across the country, led by our regional directors and our district officers in the field and all our field staff for an excellent work done. I think throughout the election, we hardly had any incidents. And this goes to attest to the high level of professionalism they exhibited, during this exercise. Indeed, we were provided with guidelines that were developed by the NPP with input from the Ghana Police Service and the Electoral Commission. And the key, the standard was to follow the guidelines to the letter. And I think this is what has resulted in this smooth and seamless incident-free exercise. So, we'd like to congratulate our staff, our regional staff, directors, and our district officers in the field for an excellent work done. In addition to that, we'd like to also congratulate our staff at the national level. They've been here for hours, and so have you. Going through, the result sheets that have come from the region meticulously. And it's culminated in the national summary sheet that they are going now to present at the headquarters of the political party. So we'd like to thank our media partners. You never fail us. Thank you for your support. Thank you for walking this course with us, your patience and everything. And we look forward to working with you in the course of the year. So thank you very much.
Now, Opepon, Busminda Netosu, Eduno, Ewa Trewa, Fimpinoni, Eduno, Esia, Soko Piemo, Ewa Northern School of Business, Nobi School, and no Ewa Temalia, Jesse Jahimbe, Ekoto, Omogels Dormitory, Honma, Jesse Johnny Itsimi, Esen, Japadia, Ahodwana, Nendeya make us say, Ede Osafo share Adisia incense, so Harry Nidrisu, and in Samaba Betu, Eja, which will say, Ghana by Iron Shisha, so now it's me a facility, dormitory facility for Frokra, and then Ama addition for one Northern School of Business, and no award temale now face so a laboni almost so motimi and so in a dormitory for Frokra Senebea, and also a bit to me Abuama addition the train so it's me Akoso. Now, in Central for issue much say NDC Amanyo Kono Edisha so ewa in crying her and no and so Emma Tresse to true for penny at the Emma NDC Amanyo Kono Fifia V Quete Hremu and say Obi Biara to so war Amanyo Konim and I say war Yamau Debre Swafo na opese unya Debre ewo Amanyo Konima or Mao Bosumi and Siasefa or Debre Nina etuho na no and I say Deputy General Secretary the Emma NDC Amanyo Kono Mustafa Bande Akasa na wachiremu wachire insemusi.
As next 80% of the membership of NEC this time are all appointees. Yeah. The first one, and the argument was that no, the president I appointed the person on Yedma. Then we shall allow the people to be there so that they can work. But subsequent election, we can look at that. So the decision was withdrawn and we introduced to the NEC. And unanimously, it was deliberated and agreed that the 6 months is the ideal period within which appointees who are in the category of the catalog in the election regulation must resign. One, so that we strengthen the party. Two, that those who are in government will also be able to focus fully on the responsibility of government, helping the president to discharge what really he wants them to do. And after so, party for one need government, also any party structure, they too can jump onto the board and help prosecute the party's agenda. So that as our colleagues or others are in government, doing government business, we are doing the party work. They are sharp here to remobilize for 2028. So by the time you converge between government and party, we would have done a lot of positive things as far as the party is concerned. So we all agreed, and you did a two abontia. I think for me, it's a very good decision. It doesn't matter who it affects. Even if it affected me, I would have been the first to pave way for the party to be strong. Because if the party is strong, then you can boast of some dividends in the future.
Enunti chotrofo penny abedi echire edema NDC amanyoko no Mustafa Bande na wote se woka so wie echire ala cheso wade etu edwa wo chire mu se oba amanyoko no ma wo imrantie wo mpenifo pa ye o chire mu se wo hwe eye Sami Jemfia party no na sa amanyoko no eda na kuma so pa ye nenso esanse yetimi amane dibre ese won koso Ghana man no ntino kamia koye se amanyoko no omonketa hodie no ntimi fa ne ho enhyemu papa ye.
Sami Jemfia is arguably one of the best officers of communication we have ever had in our party from history. Number two, call Gold Board, and he's one of the best appointees you can talk about. Malik Basentale is one of the best appointees you can talk about. Now, what is if Sami Jemfia is not a national officer, the party will not collapse. He will definitely hold somebody's hand to do his work. He will support somebody to do his work. The same way 10 years ago, we didn't have anybody like Sami Jemfia, and today we have Sami Jemfia. The same way we will groom others to do what Sami Jemfia used to do. So where Sami Jemfia have reached by virtue of acquitting himself competently, he will support others to discharge their responsibilities. You can't be Jesus Christ and be Satan at the same time. You have to be one. You have to be one. And I believe, sir, the problem is that those who are hardworking are always endangered by their own gift. But I think that today, if you ask me, arguably, for what Sami Jemfia has been able to do at Gold Board, he does not have any business being a party officer when the nation needs him most. And I do say so because Sami has trained during his period as communication officers, have trained and strengthened our communication unit from constituency to region and to national. Brilliant young men who have master's degrees, doctorates, who are communicating for the party at the tutelage of Sami Jemfia. Any of those people can ascend to that position, and Sami will still coach, support those people to deliver.
Afe maye free ho na yanko Ghana mampeni akachi Ghana mampeni John Dramani Mahama enso edin sema tudwa wo twemu se wo se ebibre atoye afe mu no impene fo wotimi edin hwehwe mapa egu akwem titru ene dia beboa match se ye bambo mu ensem so ebetimi ejina so pumping.
This conference is the first step for achieving a consensus on how we move forward as brothers to confront a danger to our common home. Not all our brother nations are here at this first consultative summit, but it is my hope that in reaching this consensus, we'll be able to draw the cooperation and support of all nations that exist within this sub-region. In our region, progress in one country strengthens the collective, while instability or insecurity in another part reverberates across our borders. It is therefore neither realistic nor sustainable for any state to pursue peace, security, or prosperity in isolation. This reality places upon us a shared responsibility to address our challenges not as isolated national concerns, but as common obligations requiring our collective action and mutual accountability. Your Excellencies, our sub-region today faces a convergence of security, economic, social, and environmental pressures. Violent extremism, terrorism, transnational organized crime, unconstitutional changes of government, youth unemployment, climate-induced vulnerabilities interact in ways that strain national institutions and test our regional solidarity. These are increasingly fluid, asymmetric, and interconnected. They challenge traditional state-centric responses and demand a shift towards a more integrated understanding of human security, preventive diplomacy, and collective resilience.
Now, Ora Ibrahim Mahama Ayo Penny Bakwa and by Didiable Semo Ban Homodin Paye or my Ghana Hanum say. Now, Ordinalusia Aku Abane ye just day when ya a doctor of science degree, Oceana dear our University of Mines and Technology, our a takwa. Nano and I just saw my penny John Romani Mahama Eco PMO our Asen and day, just say all born in Yabeman Abaso Pa a year, Treble say, or brat. So oba abenye mu a ninu abema no ai kamia koye se ne man sheda enkoye enfa ma no na mom no so free abemu di.
He has built himself by dint of hard work. I've cut him no advantages, as some people want to say, and indeed he himself will confess that he normally has a harder time being a president than when I'm in opposition. Because when I'm president, if he gets any advantages, they'll say, oh, because his brother is president. And so I make sure he follows the rules. And so his company has advanced by leaps and bounds in times that I've been out of office. And I believe that now he's reached the stage where the company is resilient and can withstand any shocks. They have the Blackwater resources.
Afe ma ye free ho na ye ko edwadie mu ensem no so afo hwedwadie mu ensem eye Elizabeth Ofosu ejare o de nsema tudwa wo chirebo ese Ghana ban ade hihye mapa ego akwemu na wahwe senia wona wokọ amanone ekokra niema ede eba oman mu won hihye ya na se woniema wodi ewo oman mu no so ebetimi akọ wanu
Any agencies any SOEs are supervising in Ayabishia. Ejuma ne say ministry no ye wo ade excellency John Dramani Mahama pese ye. Na ade na ebe any agencies any SOEs ne beye. Inti ehwe obia ya ka de aban penny priority programs feed the industry textiles and garments ya kan nyina a kire omo. Inti agencies no so planning activities say be ya obebo amasa adwuma na akosro. So for example, Made in Ghana, and was say promote Made in Ghana, kese pa 2026 because he review policy no. Inti say be ni say Ghana Enterprises Agency, Ghana Trade Fair Authority, Ghana Expo Promotion Authority, omu nyina coordinate kama. Say be ombetime fair kese under the auspices of the Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry. Media promote Made in Ghana goods. Yenya market amomu na ye de nkofo afi amanone abehwe. Ye invite mama abehwe baby ombeto bi a export. It is our coordination na ye na to say ye pese feed the industry no get panso be provide seedlings any new maybe ama industries ye pese any omo ye adwuma efa pineapple suckers ni ade. Ntini nyina ebehwe se be ya obi montra nkoye ade a oni nua eye competition because everything has to be complementary. And I give you how be yen we journey me a bit me abona mana easy nti over standards are very important in what obi aye. So and the Ghana Standard Authority paying for nyina wa ha G paying for her gap and paying for her nti ne omo here say omo enya standards for M1 they will have the discussion arrange the meetings na yetimi ay na come Ministry of Trade Agribusiness and Industry there abeni na yine kabom hia na baby a obi ahodin sua no ya pagya no baby obi hia mo ano ne aye na kama afi ya starting year we say be boy am 2026 year aye kama
Enunti swafo a wo hwe dwodie ni fidi dwuma so Elizabeth Ofosu ejare na otese wo kase be gina nsem we so na ye da ye hotel ye ba ye de amanone ensem ne de aka so beso
manager of Crystal Jurek Pet Shop. Here, we have varieties of pet foods and accessories. When it comes to dog foods and cat foods, we have everything. We have the 25 kg pellets, the 20 kgs, the 10 kgs. We have Happy Home, High Performance, Dog Chew, Jack Pet Food, GC Puppy and Adults, High Retrieval, Happy Canine. When it comes to the leashes or the collars, we have everything, whether small, medium or large. We have their supplements, their vitamins, fish oils, medicated soaps, and their tablets. We also have the flea and tick sprays, their refreshers, and when it comes to their bowls, we have different types of bowls, stainless or plastic bowls, medium, large. We have their traveling bags, their bathing tubs, their towels, and all their chains as well. We also do breeding of dogs and cats, whether you are looking for poodles, puppies, any mixed breed, we have them. Foreign cats too are available. When it comes to their treats, we have the big bones, we have their biscuits, we have their snacks, we have our locations. One is located at East Legon American House, adjacent KB Clay, near Intifo Avenue Street. We also have a branch at Blue Lagoon, Sacramento, opposite the Ghana Poultry Farmers Association, General Anchor Street. You can contact us on 0243 03 2066 or 020 473 8175. At Crystal Jurek, we will always want your pet to smile.
Amin Samo Bibia Aqua Babioda Swa Share area print to break as ye will Cstv. So a dear so I mammy ama bafwa de so a obi man so SM. Na make us say a copy mo DR Congo. Make us say a dear chese biaya what to a form a good day our honeymoon in penny for a day ababet to a jar. Watch remo saying Srubani be at and no end so much as any pabes I know and not chasing day or my femo at one and animal our in do na was say sa dwumedie no ehya se eye afimpinuni eduonu anan na mpanifo so echire mu a wona chese wowu na na se wona wato dananum ewa esie do no emofra na afenso mamefo so eka ho ebie na wo chire wodi anipa be se eduonu ana yede won akwa akopie mu ewo ayaresabia woje won ayarehwe afei bi mu so yade se yede won akọ goma se wo kwa akọje won ayarehwe. Na afie twemu na chese US mampeni Donald Trump say what the asrafo ahodo eba bego US mayu se ne be ya obetimi aboa ma chese bambo mu semso etimi ayire keten ezan say inde obeti na chese adehye oye chire nchepa na openi de atu edwa wo chirebu se wona anase asrafo na chese yate won akwa akogumu no na se wate won se won bra na won meboa na bambo mu semso intimi enkoso no ode atu edwa wo chirebu ese adehye atesende omoye oye chire no won hwe se emamu enfa mu ho enkofrafra ne mom no won hwe nim se ebia openi anase aban so betimi eyi ano se ebia amanyoku anase oye chira ekoso no wasa asrafo etimi ekoma na mo so etimi akomo akwakoboban. Afe mayen free ho na yenko agudie mu ensem na South Africa mine endemic say ediomu ana chese wafcon oyesi wona so chese agudie mu ensem de beko bia no omo ana chese esi wona anaso.
I'd like to announce that South Africa will be hosting the 2026 WAFCON, which which we all know that is a qualifying tournament for the 2027 Women FIFA World Cup to be held in Brazil. Shine South Africa. So Banyana, this belongs to us. Congratulations.
And it's a Ghana Premier League week March 21. No, matches no echo Young Apostles and 11 Wonders at the Eboy Nature say 11 Young Apostles. It's me 11 Wonders a born a cab Bakuma Kumien San when see me and TB Nabibiani Go Stars and Sunni a schedule or blast and so at the Eboy near just a schedule and so it's me and Shebako Krabi. It's me a share barcode. I do not stars and so any summaters and so at the Ebuenia. Just say I can't see any corner no or be anywhere or share a being. After my free horna young call and need DMO and some none done at chess I show speed. Ever PMO ever or my Ghana high cobal say, ya money any amania and at chess a manu edi and fofro. Na in day and at chess Ghana man penny John Dramani Mahama, a tremo essay or brothers abrante ever PMO ever or my Ghana hanu say no. Ya the young kuto be at Timmy at your train at chess when you send kutu so the literature on Hanonina. To me esane na openi anase mampeni etre modia send you see etre train no anhwa abranti obesan abagana bio.
Recently my children were all excited about some young man from America called I Show Speed, or I don't know what his name is, who came to Ghana, and one of my children showed me a video of him in a shea butter museum of some sort, and it's one of our northern sisters who has that shea butter museum. And I remember when we were young, this Kuriya Kurijenje they were singing. All of us remember that when our younger sisters used to play and pass those stones, Kuriya Kurijenje. And this young man was lucky. I saw him lying down and about 10 girls, all with shea butter, were massaging this boy. And the way he was enjoying it, he opened his mouth as if he couldn't breathe. That guy, I'm sure he'll come back here.
I don't see your mom penny no Ghana man penny John Dramani Mahama say Casano. I say no yadeka say ya boabo no yedi ABC ewa Hasara's Dream Jewelries. Unsha wana more Kanishin Asafo at Chashi Street. I'm say block machinery and block manufacturing aerospace so many caves Anna Eddie in him. Sherima Ocean Agency so ewa Kasua a month from KS Rafime School Limited ewa Dansuma run about. Celeste Tom Brown so Kasua a month from Nap Apartment Hotel and so ewa Dansuma first link Crystal Direct Pet Shop and so ewa East Legomoni American House Name. And I just say a boy and she a dear me just so Mame Ama Bafo Ameda production team Nina as say in the slide I just so Jina camera no Ankasa and Sanjina air sound chi e de Mame Brad Patrick and I just so try me etumu our Abel Fide 10 time so aha ana me dem makram.